Hey gamers, today we're going to look at... First off, let me tell you, I am showing you this with the Rocky Mountain expansion in it. If you don't have the Rocky Mountain expansion, the only thing that would be different is you'd load up the middle column here with a bunch of these black green tokens there up and down. But if you have the Rocky Mountain expansion, you're going to put the Rocky Mountain expansion on it. And then the Rocky Mountain expansion comes with new gears, new tiles, new everything. But the big addition is this middle strip, which if you didn't have, you just take a bunch of these dark color tiles and just run them up in the middle. Of course, you're going to randomly select from dark green tiles here and shuffle and put them out on this side, and then take a bunch of the light green tile railroads and just put them out here. Each player starts with 2 coal, 1 whistle. They're going to have their own little player board where they can do up to 4 actions, and they'll take 3 of these light green tiles and keep them in their hand. You'll have a stack of gold, a stack of coal and whistles over the side. You'll have, of course, stacking the board with coal and whistles here on the player board. You have gears over one side, and then, of course, all of the different types of stock right here off the board. You'll label the stock from 1 to 6. 6 should be on the bottom there. And what you're doing is very simple. You're taking 1 coal or 1 whistle, determine what you want to do, and then you're moving your actions. Now, with these actions, I take a coal, I can move one of my trains. And by the way, the number of trains you get depending on the number of players there. But let's say I was to move one of my trains, I would play this one right here, and I want to move yellow. Now, if yellow doesn't have a stop here, he doesn't. Let's say if I had this right here. Well, if this one, he would have to stop there and get a gold. Gold can be worth various points in the game. You don't know, I mean, until you flip it over. They're worth, anywhere up to 1 to 6. But you can keep gold, and that can be victory points at the end of the game, or it can be traded for other stuff during the game. But if I didn't have a stop, I could actually do this one right here, keep moving and keep playing tiles until I came to a stop. So let me play here and then move them straight up here. Now on my next turn, I have a chance to move them up here or down below here. So maybe I wanted to play this tile next and move him down here and take that action. When you're playing these type of cards, you'll lose victory points unless you have these type of cubes. You can get these type of cubes anywhere along the road. As you see, there's brown, blue, there's red, there's white, there's gray, there's green, any types of colors, and those combinations do matter as you're moving forward. Now, you move forward to 1 coal. What a whistle does, a whistle lets you move twice. So for example, same example, let's say I moved him, I was going to move him up, but I don't want the white, I really wanted that gold. So I moved down here. I would have to stop usually, but since I used my whistle, I'd move on through and go here. This is also the only way you can pass up other players. So maybe there's a player here, and I can't go there because he's already there. But if I have the whistle, I can just blow on through and get to my next destination. The whistle is also another key of how you can go backwards. You may never go backwards in the game. You're constantly moving to the left of the board here. But if you have a whistle, then you can actually move backwards and go back to one of these rewards that you may have missed earlier. Now again, after that, I would draw up to 3 tiles, depending on how many tiles I had, and the next player would go. Now, after a few rounds in the Rocky Mountain expansion, when you're moving up here, if you see, it's going to cost you an extra coal or 2 coal and a whistle to play here. But once you do that, when you cover this up, you will get the rewards of one of the rare cubes or a gold piece. You can also, if you plant it here, this costs an extra 2 coal or whistle, you can actually receive a free upgrade. Upgrades can come in any type. You just search through the upgrade pile here and pay the necessary cubes associated with it, and you can get that. You can have up to 3 little upgrades, and the upgrades can basically be anything in this game. The other thing is, no one is guaranteed to keep an upgrade. So for example, if someone wanted this upgrade, they'd pay 2 white and then pay the other player another cube and then steal this from them. And if a person wanted to steal it back, they'd have to pay 2 white and steal it back. So you may have people stealing upgrades from you to use them. But anyway, you are doing actions until you run out of coal or whistles, or you just decide to stop. Once you've passed, it moves to the next player. And at the end of the round, once everyone has played, then you'll grab, there should be enough to everyone to have 2 coal, again, each round. Of course, one of these rounds are going to receive 2 whistles as well, or 1 whistle, I should say, for each player. But they'll get 2 coal, basically, each round to do other actions. Now, there's other things that can get you coal and whistles in the game, too. But you're moving through here, and you're trying to fulfill objectives, and these objectives can be, here's a few examples. So, for instance, if I was to go here, if I had a blue and a green, I get 10 victory points. If I don't, I lose 3. By the way, you have to play these out of your hand, or you're going to lose 5 victory points at the end of the game. So it is very smart to play them off. Now, one thing I should mention is when you do get to the end here, and when you get to the end, you will get the reward here if you get the tokens or do whatever it says here, give up the necessary resources. You'll get those rewards. Plus, you get to bring your train over here to get one of the bonuses. Now, the best bonuses are at the top and they get worse as they go on. But once you put your train there, no one else may claim that reward. So you're going through here and you're getting all of these little tokens here and making sure well, I mean, you can hit this multiple times if you have all the necessary cubes and get 20 points, or hit it and get -5 points, but at least you get some of the bonuses. And of course, you'll just move around the score track when that happens. Also, when it tells you to pick up some of these, I don't have all the tiles out, but some of them allow you to pick up some stock. When you do, you'll pick up stock from the top of the deck there and then keep going. And so in the event of a tie, whoever has the lowest number in stock would break that tie. Now the game's going to end in one of two ways. Either we've gotten to the last round here and all the coal's been given out, or someone has moved all their trains over to the left side. When that happens, you count up your victory points. You're going to get victory points for every 2 coal or whistle and coal. That'll give you like 1 victory point there. Of course, any of your gold will also give you the victory points notated on the back of each gold. For regular cubes like the brown, the gray, the white, you'll get 1 victory point. For blue, green, and red, you will get 3 victory points for any leftover cube you have there. It's minus 10 victory points for any of these tiles you have, but 15 points for each one of the stock, whoever has the most. Remember, ties are broken by whoever had the lowest number. And that's the game. Final thoughts. What do I think about the game? Well, I have a worker placement train game, I have a card playing train game, and now I have a tile placement train game. A lot of fun. I don't know why I never saw this earlier. I mean, I remember in my mind, I got this mixed up with another game they had called Whistle Mountain, which I was not impressed with. And I guess whenever I saw Whistle Stop, I went, oh, that's that Whistle Mountain thing. No, this is very different. I like playing the tiles. The board will always be different. Every time, the tracks will always be different. The depots that you go to score different points will be different. Your strategy always changes. And do you have to have the Rocky Mountain expansion? I don't know. I played once with the base version. I will never play without Rocky Mountain. I think Rocky Mountain is excellent. It's a little bit harder to make through those mountains, but it's a little bit more rewarding too, and I like that. The extra tiles and whatnot that come with Rocky Mountain are fine, but all the strategy that goes with it, and I like that middle board there. Yeah, I would not play without Rocky Mountain. I love the Rocky Mountain expansion. If just for that, board. By the way, that's a layered tile there too, which is really nice. So very thematic. Yeah, this is so much fun. Me and my nephews played this a couple of times one night not too long ago and just had a blast. And I like train games, right? I have 2 of them already, but none of them involve laying tiles. So I think this completes the trilogy of train games I should keep in my collection. But I'll be honest, Whistle Stop, very good, even with the Rocky Mountain expansion, which I recommend. All right, gamers, that's it for now. Until next time, you know what to do. Game on.